This is DMG, and in this one we're going to go up a level in our pizza box builds. Level up! So if you're liking these videos, consider supporting me on the dmg.info/store, where you can help financially support this channel by purchasing products made by myself and some other people as well. Don't forget to share these videos, check out the playlists, and if you want to get notifications of when these come out, click the bell next to the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we're off to the pizza box build. Okay, so you've prepared your pizza box as in video 111 with your 3x3 squares of 4 inches by 4 inches. Now, on the edges here where we normally prepare, I haven't cut off the edges to clean up because I'm going to be using and sticking stuff on. So this one I've added the edge, gone down the edges as well, because, you know, that's what we're going to do. So this is going to be cut off. So just make sure that that's the edge that you choose so that you don't have to do extra work. So then using a ruler, we're just going to connect the top to the bottom so you get your nice 45-degree angle. I don't know if it's 45 degrees, but it looks 45 degrees. And then we're going to give us a bit of a curvy line that connects those and open up the pizza box so that we can cut across the lines. So it's not super difficult to do this. Do not throw anything away because we will be using it as we progress through this build. So basically just cut out, and now you have the piece we want, which is this one with the flaps on the sides, and it folds up. You got yourself half a pizza box with the lid missing, and then this other piece you want to hold on to. So then while we fold it up, we just draw lines with a texture or pencil or something so that we know where to cut the next part. So you can draw the wavy lines, or you can just use the negative copy to trace around to get yourself the same. Now, this is if you're going to follow it exactly. This build does not necessarily actually go along the wavy lines. It's just if you wanted to do it, that's how you can do it. So we cut again, so now we have 1/2 a pizza box, and with the flaps in, a little bit of hot glue on both sides, and we're going to basically reassemble the box now. So close the flaps onto the hot glue, hold it down until the hot glue cures. You may need to hold it for a little while, and then fold in the outside tabs, hot glue down the sides, and basically hold it all together until it cures. Couldn't be more difficult if we tried. Well, it could be a hell of a lot more difficult, but just don't burn yourself while you're doing these, will you? Right, so now we've got half a pizza box, but we do need to stabilize underneath the lid here. So we're going to get our old favorite TP roll, hold the texture on the side of the lip there, and just turn the TP roll, and that's going to give us what we want. Just remember that we want to go a little bit lower than that line. So you don't want it on the line itself, just lower than the line, because obviously the line is from the top of that lip. So then another one, you can eyeball it and make sure you cut off so you have 2. And the reason for 2 is because obviously we want to have this as stable as possible under the lip. So hot glue both sides of the TP roll, lift up the lip, stick it underneath, and hold it down until the hot glue cures. And do the same thing for the other one. You're going to be just underneath those 1/3 lines that are still showing from when we did all the markings from video 111. Okay, so you just hold it until it cures, and this is what it's going to be on top of our existing box here. So you're going to get a double size. So flip it over, hot glue on the bottom, and just right around the edges, and a squiggle down the middle. Flip it over, and you have to do this really quickly. Make sure that your sides are aligned, and hold it down for the glue to cure. So this obviously doesn't take very long. You can use PVA for this. It just takes a while for it to cure. It's not really necessary. So now we're going to add the flow the flow. Now, okay, it doesn't work that way, but you can flip it over, and here you go. You've got it already cut to shape. How about that? We just need to lose these flappy bits, cut off the flappy bits and the tabs, so that we have exactly what we want. Hot glue along the edge, the actual edge, and then the underneath. So the edge and the underneath, and then hold it right up against there. We've only done the one edge so far. This is the curvy edge. And once that is cured, you'll see this is hanging open on the other side here. Then apply a line of hot glue underneath that and hold that down to cure. You can do the sides at the same time. It depends on how hot your glue gets. So holding it down, waiting for it to cure. And there we go, mini standing on. Now, some of your minis may slide down like this. That's because we haven't put any flocking on for any kind of traction. But it is going to work. So now we're going to grab some cardstock strips. You just cut any old cardstock strips, probably about 3 inches wide or long. So long with 1 inch wide. So 3 inches long, 1 inch wide. And begin to cover the join areas. I'm using another piece of cardboard here, just spread out the hot glue because it's hot. And I use 1,000 league boots to jump ahead so you don't have to get super bored watching me do that. Any excess, lop it off the edge and cover up any holes as well that may be from tabs and other things. So you can then clean up the edges with a little piece of cardboard and hot glue to smooth everything out. So that's what it looks like at the moment. But we want to go a little bit further and have a little bit of a rocky outcrop in the middle. So grab a TP, roll, and 45-degree angle, cut through it. And we're just going to dry fit it there, just see where we want it. And then apply hot glue and stick it down. Now, this is an extra step. You don't have to do this, obviously. This is just so that you know how to do this in the future. Grab some off-cut pieces of cardboard, get the shape that you want, cut off the excess, use the hot glue, stick it down, hold it down, wait for it to cure, and consider, obviously, that you want the hot glue to be in the right place and be holding down most of the structure as possible. And then continue on the other side. So again, just using little off-cut pieces of cardboard, you can shape this however you want. We're just using the TP roll as a substructure to sort of create the form that we want. Then we're going to have another strip of cardboard and trace the outline of the edge for the outcrop, cut that to the right shape that we want, and dry fit it to check that everything is the way we want it. Then hot glue along all the edges, and then apply this rocky outcrop face to that, holding it in place, bending it as you wish to get the shape that you want. Then adding extra cardboard onto the top, we are just covering up the main gaps. So once this is completed, obviously you're going to have your rocky outcrop, but there's going to be all the funky edges from all those bits of cardboard. So again, we will begin to use the cardboard strips to cover up all of this. But, it's looking good as it is now. So we're going to use those cardboard strips to cover this up. And I'll just get to that, and we'll use 1,000 league boots. Well, why don't we use boots of speed? We haven't used boots of speed in a while. So boots of speed. And this is just going to cover up all the little bits and pieces, have it nice and smooth in preparation for the next step. So that is the raised level terrain board with a rocky outcrop ready to go for the next video. So that's going up a level with the Pizza Box build. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one where we're going to talk about flocking hell. Don't forget to check me out on 70 System where there's plenty of videos to watch. Plenty more to come where that came from.